Hello, everybody. Welcome to week 2 of the Kubernetes 1.30 release cycle. My name is Kat Cosgrove, and I will be your host. Just a reminder before we get started, this is a Kubernetes meeting, which means we comply with the Kubernetes Code of Conduct, which boils down to be excellent to each other. So everybody be nice, be chill. If you don't mind, please put your name in the attendees list. Even if you are a lurker, I appreciate the one lurker who has set their title as lurker in there. Love that. It's very good.
Can we kick the Fireflies meeting note thing?
Totally. Let me find it in here. Where does that keep coming from?
Folks that have signed up for Fireflies and joined meeting, I think. I think is what's happening.
Okay. It is kicked.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Okay. We don't have any open discussion topics unless there's something somebody wants to bring up that didn't put it here. If not, we'll move on to the actual sub-team updates, starting with enhancements. What do you got going on, enhancements?
Hello everyone, I'm Mohammed. In enhancements, we just have our enhancement tracking board, and there are 20 enhancements there, and but they are not tracked yet. We are going to have an onboarding workshop tonight with the whole team in enhancement, and so the status is yellow for us, but
Okay.
we are going to start tracking them.
Okay, and we've got how many enhancements on the board?
20 enhancements.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, any questions for enhancements? All righty, moving on. Release signal, what's going on?
Hello, everyone. Yeah, our status is yellow because of one failing test that we have, but there is an open PR, which is work in progress. That's why we are going with yellow, not red. Hopefully it would be solved soon. We have 10 open issues and 6 open PRs, from which 2 are important soon PRs. That's it.
Okay. Do you need any help from me chasing people down or shaking any of these PRs?
No, I think Paco is working on the PR, so we're fine.
Okay, perfect. Any questions for release signal? All right, next up is docs.
Hi, I'm Drew Hagan. I am the lead of the docs team. So all of the shadows have been confirmed. Do we have time for introductions?
We sure do.
All right, so
they're all here. Let them talk.
Welcome. Feel free to introduce yourself.
Any doc shadows want to introduce yourself?
For goodness sakes. Hi, I'm Celeste. I'm one of the doc shadows, and I'm also a bit of a known quantity in the project. I used to work for the CNCF, helping out with docs for Kubernetes, and my new role at Ivan lets me do a little bit of open source. So here I am. Thought I was going to miss the first few meetings because I would be on vacation in the Philippines. As it turns out, I can't leave Germany due to the snow. So here I am doing Kubernetes on my vacation instead. Lovely to meet you all.
Lovely to meet you too. Unfortunate about snow.
Yeah. Any other doc shadows want to introduce themselves?
I can go next. Yes. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Vyom. So this is my 4th time in the release team. I earlier was the CI signal lead, which is now non-existent. And yeah, I'm happy to be here again in the release team and collaborate with folks. Thank you.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Mom.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Okay, we'll move on. Any questions for docs?
Yeah, only other updates I have. The first branch sync has been merged. That went pretty well. We're going to try to do that twice a week because of CLA things. And next we'll get our orientation rolling.
You should see the issue with easy CLA no longer be an issue. After the end of the month is the deadline they gave me. I will check with them again next week and see if it is actually resolved. If not, I'll get you a further update from them. So hopefully you don't have to do the twice weekly syncs for long.
Yeah, great.
Next up is release notes.
Hi, everyone. I'm Rashan, and I will be the lead for release notes. In terms of our status, we are green. All of the shadows have been confirmed, and we're in the middle of onboarding, and we'll hopefully have our orientation sometime next week. And I guess if there's time, if any of the shadows are on, they can introduce themselves as well.
I'll go first. Hi, I am Satyam Soni. I might sound a bit different because of cough and cold. I just wanted to say hi to everyone. Hello, everyone.
Hi. Welcome to the team.
Hey, I can go next. My name is Orlan. Thank you for having me. It's my first time. In my free time, I do open sources. Stefan pointed out, but I'm a community lead for Project Harbor and now this. So I really enjoy working with the community, and I'm also CNCF ambassador, so I'm pretty much involved in the whole thing. So yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome to the team.
Yeah, I'll go next. Yeah, so hi everyone, I'm Faika. I was there previously a shadow for the release notes team and shadowing again. Apart from which I do open source, I'm also a contributor to etcd and several other open source projects in Kubernetes. I'm one of the very active contributors to Kubernetes for the past 1 year, and really excited to be a part of the v1.30 release. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome to the team.
We have one more shadow who couldn't make it this week, so hopefully she can introduce herself next week.
Okie dokie.
And that's all for the release notes.
Okay. Any questions for release notes? All right. Comms?
Hi, this is Kristen, and this is my 7th cycle with the release team, this time as comms lead. I believe we have some of our shadows today, so I'll let them introduce themselves right after I give the status. Our status is currently green. We have all our shadows have confirmed. We have a orientation meet and greet tomorrow set up. That was pretty easy to organize since there's like one time, I think 1 or 2 time slots where we're all sort of in reasonable waking hours. And then the PRs for the release team table and the group permissions, those are in progress. So if any of the shadows that are here, comm shadows, could introduce themselves, that would be great. Thank you.
Thank you. Comm shadows? I know at least a couple of you are on here.
Hi, I'm a shadow. My name is Natalie. I'm a random docs person shadowing for the first time in the release team. And I'm excited to be here. Thanks.
Welcome to the team, Natalie.
Hi. Hey, Amit D'Souza. I'm a new shadow in the comms team, and I'm excited to be here.
Happy to have you.
Hi, I'm also a comm shadow. I was a shadow in the last release cycle, and I'm back again. So excited to be here.
Welcome back. I think you're just got one missing who's maybe not here. That's okay. All right. Any questions for comms then? All right. Release branch management is green with no updates, and I don't see Mark in the call.
I'm here.
Oh, hi, Mark. Do you want to tell us about your no updates?
No updates. First alpha release is scheduled for 2 weeks, and I do think that the shadow release branch manager shadow is also on the call. If you want to introduce yourself.
Yeah, please. It's okay if they don't want to.
Oh, all right. Yep, that's okay.
Grace, do you have anything you would like to say?
There's a message from Mohammed that's has his enhancement and release signal shadows introduce himself. If so,
Oh,
if
yes,
not,
they
they can go
absolutely
first.
can. Yeah.
Let's do enhancement first.
Enhancements, shadows. So y'all want to introduce yourselves?
Hey, what's up,
Okay.
everyone? Hey, I'm Tyler. I currently work at Solo. I'm a software engineer working on Kubernetes networking and Istio. And I'm excited to get involved in upstream Kubernetes development, and I'm serving as an enhancement shadow for 130.
Happy to have you. Welcome to the team.
Hey, my name's Megan. This is kind of like my first foray into doing open source stuff. So or open source contribution. I've been a Kubernetes user as more of like a platform engineer for years and would love to move more upstream. So happy to be here as a shadow.
Welcome to the team.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Hey everyone. Yeah. Hey everyone. My name is Sriram. I was part of the 1.29 enhancements team, and honestly, after the 1.29 release, I've been missing these calls. So I'm glad to be back here.
Welcome back. It is fun. Anybody
Hello.
else from enhancements?
Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm Nigel. I am an enhancement shadow for 1.30. Okay, goodbye.
Great job, Nigel. Welcome to the team. All right. Release signal. Do your shadows want to introduce themselves? They're all experienced, so useful for all of the new people on the team.
Hi, I'm Angelina. I'm part of Release Signal team. I was part of bug triage for 128 and 129. At my work, I work as DevOps, SRE, and I live in Germany and happy to be here.
Happy to have you.
Yeah, hello again, everyone. I'm Mariam. I'm also a shadow for release signal, have been a shadow for bug triage in the last release cycle. Happy to be here.
Welcome. Anybody else from release signal? All righty. Then Grace, I'll hand it off to you.
All right. Hi, folks. My name is Grace, and I will be your emeritus advisor. I've been on the release team since 1.22. I've done enhancements, CI signal, and a little bit of release management. I led 1.28, and now I'm back to help out. Most of my job will be supporting shadows and their leads, and big portion of my job is to support shadows in the release team and also outside of the release team. So I have a link here in my section called Shadow Orientation Availability. So if all the shadows could fill that out for me, that would be fantastic. I'm hoping to get 2 time slots in different time zones. And I will also do recording, but that will be where we talk about the different teams and what they do and how the release team works and what your expectations should be. And that is all from me for now.
Thank you so much. Anybody have questions for Grace? All righty. On to me, I guess. So all shadows should be confirmed considering the number of people in this call. I assume that to be true, and also your sub-team leads confirmed it in our earlier meeting. Sub-team leads, please add your shadows to the relevant groups and permissions that are described in your handbooks. The Google Groups email one, you already know this, I already did for you, but anywhere else, I leave that to you to do on your own. Shadows, if any of you don't have this meeting invite on your calendar and you found out about it just through the post in SIG release, please check your spam folders, especially if you're using Gmail, because Gmail has been routing these invitations to spam. if they come from somebody that you've never emailed before. If you don't see it in spam and you don't see it on your calendar, please DM me and I will add you to it manually. We have no updates from SIG scalability, which is unsurprising and not a concern. I do see 2 people who are SIG release chairs in this call. Would either of you like to say something on the recording before I close the recording?
Hello, friends. I was talking to Kat and Jeremy and a few other folks, and I realized that I used to do this motivational speech at the beginning of every release cycle, and I've not done it for a while. So I'm going to do it here. I don't remember all of it, but bear with me. Hi, I'm Stephen Augustus, head of open source at Cisco. I am one of the SIG release chairs and have been doing this for 130 will make my 21st Kubernetes release. So doing it for just a little bit. So first of all, Celeste demands motivation, and you will have it. So first of all, welcome to the team. We are so excited that you're here. This is one of the most exciting times for the SIG. Every cycle that we get to do this, introducing new folks to the SIG overall, new folks to the project. For a lot of you, this is your first foray into Kubernetes from the community contribution side. And we are excited you're here. I hope that you feel this excitement throughout the cycle. This is open source, right? Which means there's a huge opportunity to learn, to contribute, and to do so openly. And I want you, I strongly encourage you to take advantage of that. All of you were. This is a hard team to be selected for. And I will be honest that it is one of the hardest things that you can actually do in the community. So again, you were selected for a reason. Ask in that. That is pretty awesome. I think when we started off the shadow selection surveys, it was when we were reviewing applications, there were, I think, the first time we did it was maybe 100 or so folks, and then the next time it was like 250 applications that we were going through, right? And the levels hover, but we stay roughly in that zone. So this is a hard thing to get selected for. So congratulations again. You will have lots of exciting times. You'll have lots of frustrating times on the team, but know that you're here for a reason. Never doubt that. And please use that as an opportunity to make your voice heard in the release team, in the SIG overall. We want that feedback. Thinking about my start on the release team, I started in Kubernetes 1.10 as a feature shadow under Ihor. This was prior to the development of KEPs. So I'm responsible, and you can throw tomatoes at me via Slack or something. Responsible for executing on deploying KEPs across Kubernetes, and you've seen a lot of projects have picked that up. Since then, I want to encourage you to do stuff like that. The reason that the handbooks exist, I started writing them because we did not have handbooks, right? I think every opportunity that we have to provide more context to the work that we do to improve the process over time. Since I've been here, we've seen some projects start, some projects die, some projects recreate themselves, reinvent themselves. We've seen entire roles be deleted from the release team. If you've never heard of the test info role, that's a role that was deleted. If you've, I think, one of the examples recently is a release signal. Finding, CI signal used to be the thing, and we're kind of evolving that state. The branch and patch manager used to be on the release team, and those people were responsible for maintaining the Kubernetes release, that major release, for the entirety of the release's existence. So all of the branches, all the patches across a year and change of support. So we changed that. We created the release engineering subproject. So there are lots of opportunities to kind of figure out what the actual problem is outside of the context of the cycle and go and build for that. So long term, I hope that all of you have the opportunity to learn, to grow, to identify problems that are much harder than and take more time to execute than what can be done in the release. And you grow and evolve into those roles. I think we've got lots of people on the call right now who I think I look at Jeremy, for example, one of my fellow SIG release chairs. Jeremy was not always a SIG release chair, right? And spent a lot of time in the SIG building up into that role, right? So we're definitely motivated to encourage leadership, and the release team is one of the ways to do it. It is the start of your journey. It is not the end. I would ask for all of you to question everything that is written down, right? Sometimes the things that we write down were true at the time, right? Be curious, investigate, interrogate all of the content that we have, because there are always opportunities for improvement. So again, be best, do awesome. I'm looking forward to all of the work that y'all are going to be doing across 130.
Thank you so much. Motivational as always. Stephen Augustus, team mascot.
I'll say hi too. Plus one to everything Stephen said. I'm Jeremy. If you have any questions during this time, feel free to reach out. I think we're all here to help support the release team, make sure everything's successful. If anybody has any issues they don't feel comfortable talking to folks on the release team about, you can definitely come to us, and we're here to support everybody and make sure that there's a good time on the release team.
Thank you so much. Does anybody have any questions for our co-chairs? No? Okay.
I have a silly question.
All right.
Truly, like
I don't know if we're doing silly questions today. No.
No, okay.
Go
I was
for it,
gonna
go
say,
for it.
if you could have any animal as a pet and just like assume it could be docile, what would you choose and why?
An opossum.
Nice.
I think they're creepy looking, and the hissing that they make, like their defense mechanism, just makes them so cute. They also can't get rabies, which is super weird. I don't know. So it seems like the perfect animal.
Yeah. I would take one as a pet.
My wife sent me a reel on Instagram, and now like my entire Instagram feed is opossums, and it's pretty awesome.
So I've got two, maybe like an ocelot and a peregrine falcon. Peregrine falcons are like my favorite animal growing up.
Babu?
And they're just like they're zoomies. They go zoomies, and they're I like that.
You want Babu from Archer. Oh, Stephen. You know, this is recorded. You're telling everybody on the internet who's going to watch this on YouTube. No, nobody. 3 people.
I mean, this was perhaps better than maybe just a step above. So I recently got a suggestion from one of the folks on my team that I should mention to the entirety of the world, or at least the world at Cisco, that I'm into D&D, and or at least a game that is modeled after D&D. And I was like, I'm not going to tell 85,000 plus nerds that I'm into D&D. Like that's gonna that's gonna blow up the DM set.
And yet you were seen at me and Natalie's talk at KubeCon.
Front row.
Yeah. And you
Yeah.
tweeted about it. I think the cat's out of the bag, friend.
Yeah, you might be right.
Sorry, everybody knows you're a nerd.
My life.
Yeah, you were really stealth mode about it before then too. Like the whole open source thing wasn't giving you away at all.
I tried for years.
Ruined, blew your own cover. All right, any more questions for SIG release? Oh, somebody watched all the videos for 129. I respect the commitment. I'm glad somebody watches them. All right. If there aren't any more questions on the recording, I'm going to shut off the recording.